What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast show, NFL edition preview for week number 13. Lucky 13. Dan Marino 13. Who else, Bill?
Oh, as far as he's the best 13 I ever saw.
Who's a good 13 there?
Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez was 13 in baseball. There's got to be another 13 in football, no? Oh, well, Odell Beckham Jr.'s rookie. Odell Beckham Jr. was 13. I'm trying to think who else. It's a college number. It's a college number more, I think, than a right for like everyday players.
Superstitious.
I don't know.
Paul, I ain't like talking about it.
Anyway, guys, first, before we get into our picks today, before we get into the NFL, we got to shout out our sponsor. It's the BetMGM sponsor. The best lines, the latest lines, the moving lines this week. All right, guys, here's how it works. All you have to do is download the BetMGM Sportsbook app, okay, and use our code, bonus code BURR, B-U-R-R. Doesn't get easier, and put a deposit as at least $10 in, place your first wager, and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets, even if the bet loses, okay? So all you got to do, if the bet does lose, your bonus bets will be available once your initial wager is settled. So there you go, guys. That's a great promo. Use code BURR, B-U-R-R, and there you go. Download the app, and it's all good. This is week number 13, which means Bill has the first pick this week. We've both been status quo. The line is going here, man. I don't know. There's been no ups. There's no downs. It's been a weird week. I'll tell you.
Dude, I can't be 3-1 to save my life. I'm 2-2 every week. This week, though, I went 1-2-1.
So you only lose half
because
a game.
Whatever fucking reason, back in the day, and I used to think that why do they kick that extra point once you've won in overtime? Once you score a touchdown and it's over? But they always did. They always did until I had money on the game. And they didn't kick it. They would always kick it.
I thought the best game of the week, though, man. That game was, dude, I was at.
No empathy for me getting fucked on that extra point.
No, I mean, of course there's some empathy.
I didn't feel it.
I was at a party. My daughter did a Friendsgiving. So Sophia did a Friendsgiving, but this year the family said they want all of the family and parents to come. So we go to this house. It's nice, and they're diehard Eagle fans. The dude's from Pennsylvania. Great guy, great dad. And he literally said, he goes, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. If this was a playoff game, you guys wouldn't be here. I just started laughing. He goes, but it's a big game. So he goes, well, the game's going to be on. We're going to be watching the game. You know, if that's a problem, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to be running around going nuts. And he wasn't. He was joking about that. But he was just watching, and his kids. And he has this little daughter, and she would run in, younger than Sophia and Lucas. And she'd run in after every good Eagles thing and just high five them and stuff. Like, the whole family was in on it, and it was awesome. But what a game, dude. And pretty nuts to think that the Bills are done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. That whole thing this year, like the whole AFC East just went out the window.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing was just going to be the Bills and the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Right now, Aaron Rodgers is starting to practice. I mean, it's too late for the Jets, but I'm just saying maybe there'll be a little bit of excitement. And then the Dolphins, I don't know. I'm not buying those guys. I know that they've been doing well, but everybody in our division shit in the bed. Did you see that fucking idiot trashing Tom Brady? Going, he played in an easy division. And it's just like,
yeah. When
did he play in an easy playoff round? Did he play in easy Super Bowls? How many? And the guy had like no rings. But it's probably why he did it. He was like, I'm going to have a hot take.
Yeah. When he said that, and he said to the two, and then he goes, no offense to Teddy Bruschi and Randy Moss. And then he looks at Rex Ryan. He goes, oh, and you too. I guess all three of you. He goes, that's the weakest AFC East division. And I was just like, whoa. And fucking Teddy Bruschi. Randy Moss took it as a joke. Randy Moss just smirked, and they were just going like, what the and Rex Ryan took it the hardest.
Who's the guy who said it?
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith? I mean, what did he ever do?
Alex Smith, yeah. First round pick with who was this for?
49ers?
Mm-hmm.
So he's never done shit.
And then he went to the Chiefs, yeah.
So that's kind of like something that like a sports writer would do, where he doesn't have to prove himself on the field. So that guy went out on the field and didn't win anything, and then he's going to trash this guy. He's just trying to be that guy. There's no way he thinks that shit.
Dude, how about this? Going into week one, Everybody had. I thought these teams had a chance. Bills gone. Bengals, Joe Burrow gone. Jets with Aaron Rodgers gone. It's been a pretty wild. You're right. The AFC's taking a hit, and I agree with your take.
By the way, for that fucking guy saying we had an easy schedule, every year for whatever reason we always had to play the Steelers and we had to play the Colts. They weren't even on a division. Just had to have Brady versus Peyton Manning, Brady versus Roethlisberger.
Can I say something? I don't believe in that. I don't believe in easy schedule. Everybody saw you're playing the Texans. It's an easy schedule. And then they got a rookie.
And that's nothing, too. They used to say Patriots are a boring team. They're winning with a bunch of nobodies. You can't win. You know what it is, Paul? Intelligence is not just fucking reading smart shit or knowing a bunch of numbers and stuff. It's how you process information. And that right there is a classic example of someone who isn't smart.
No, the smartest sports fans are the ones that aren't screaming at the television. That's what I've learned.
Well, I'm a dummy, but I know that. Paul, let's get into this, man. I got a big day today.
All right, let's go. You get the first pick this week, bud.
What a bright time! Isn't it great when you're fucking stressing to get your kid the gift, and then you finally get the big gift? I knocked one of those out yesterday. My wife, I don't know what else to fucking get her. Hey, my wife, I'll tell you, it's a rough one. I'm going with the Lions, going down into New Orleans. They shit the bed last week. I'm sure that their coach gave them a nice inspirational, we did all this fucking work to blow it in November. And then we're going to do this to Lion fans again. I don't know what's going on with the Saints. I think they're down there, trying to put the pieces together. I have no idea what's going on down there. I just know that, people are always partying. I think half the team's drunk, Paul. I'm going with the Lions -4, going into New Orleans, the Mercedes-Benz
That is
Arena.
Probably the best pick on the board, and I would be. I
jumped all over because I knew you were going to be like a good team, having a bad week, and then you say at home, but I knew you couldn't lay off on the road.
That's a great pick, Bill. All right.
Did you just have a snowball fight? Can you explain to the listeners why you are dressed like you're going to go build a snowman?
Okay, I will.
Okay, I will.
My daughter's sick. My wife is sick. I started to feel like I'm getting the chills. My basement is freezing and my ears were hurting. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not trying to be.
Your ears were hurting or they were cold?
No, I was getting like a little bit of an earache. I'm getting a little congested. So I said, you know what? Why not just.
I got one for you, Paul.
What?
Get yourself some raw ginger. I got some ginger advice here from a ginger.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with the every advice people go. Here's what you got to do. You got to get black tea. Everybody.
No. I'll tell you. No, I got one that actually fucking. Nothing cures the cold, but I'll tell you, it keeps it out of your throat. Okay. Raw ginger. It sucks. Cut out like an inch of it off, peel it, and then just fucking eat it and swallow it. Your throat's gonna be on the fire.
Oh, okay.
On the fire. It's gonna be on fire. Then a spoonful of that raw honey. Got that. That kind of eases that. And then some lemon water.
Yeah.
Activates the whole thing. Well, I'm telling you.
All right. I'll try.
The shit was coming on. I was like, all right, here's some fucking tape and onion to your foot. Old wives shit. I think a lot of what you need is in your fridge, not at CVS.
Yeah.
There goes those advertisements.
You got to take a cup of rice and put it in ginseng and sniff it for 15 minutes. It's a life flavor.
No, but there's actually there are things out there.
No, of course. No,
raw garlic. That's the one I can't do. Raw garlic. I mean, Jesus, I'd rather drink fucking Drano.
All right.
What you got, Paul?
With my first pick, since that pick was the epic pick off the board, I'm gonna say. I mean, dude, it's tough.
This week sucks, Paul.
This is a tough week.
This week's like me. It sucks.
I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to take Sneaky Pete and the Seattle Seahawks.
I love that pick.
Getting 9.
And I think he's a way better coach than Wayne Fonts, or whatever that fucking guy is who's there over there with the Cowboys.
Oh, dude, speaking of Wayne Fonts, I just have to say this. You have to. Everybody has to. The Barry Sanders Bye Bye Barry documentary on Amazon Prime was one of the best NFL documentaries I've seen. Heartfelt, touching. It was amazing.
You laughed, you cried.
You laughed, you cried. You
put on a pom-pom hat, and you moved on. Why are the Eagles +3 at home? Is Jalen Hurts hurt? Is it Jalen Hurt? What's going on there? Jake the Snake. Oh, Paul, God bless you.
Thank you.
Jake the Snake, what's going on in Philadelphia?
Oh,
he's good to go. No, he's good to go. I think there's a lot of 49ers love right now because they blew out Seattle last week, and Eagles last two games have been nail biters.
All right, you know what? I'm going with the Eagles +3 at home. I don't give a fuck. I believe in that lunatic that they have as a coach.
Whoa. All right.
He's getting 3 at home. The big thing with the 49ers, Paul, you got to go up early. Then you can expose that kid. Because other than that, he's just keeping that Ferrari on the road.
I'm going to take for my second pick. Oh, I don't like Paulie doesn't like this week, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to let the train keep rolling with the Denver Broncos getting 3.5. They're playing the Texans. I know the Texans are good. I know the Texans are better. But there's a little bit of a thing going on in Denver. And I think Sean Payton's a good coach. And I think they righted the ship a little bit.
Around. I don't know about that 0.5. I didn't like that 0.5.
We always hate the 0.5. Listen, the 0.5 is a snake that bites.
Wait, you're getting 3.5?
Yeah.
Oh, then I like it.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying the 0.5 is always the snake that bites.
Paul, I didn't think I liked it. Turns out I like it. I mean, who am I? Who am I, Paul? I'm just some jerk off picking games. I'm going to take the fucking Green Bay Packers getting 6 against the Kansas City Chiefs in Lambeau because you know what? The Chiefs should kick the shit out of them, and that's why they're not gonna, because that's what the Chiefs do.
Okay. And
I know this time of year they start turning it on, right? Andy Reid starts putting his belly on people, going like, are you going to show me you got what it takes? Or are you going to feel the mustache on your fucking nose, right? And then they start playing. But I think I like that kid. That kid's got a cannon. It's Lambeau. Maybe it snows, Paul. Hey, I ain't talking just in the parking lot, all right? I mean, everywhere, okay?
Hey, I ain't talking in the restroom, all right?
Yeah, that was the reference, the restroom.
Oh, man, the Dolphins line is too high. Otherwise, I would take them. But Paulie's laying off.
Dude, the Dolphins are the AFC East team that I just don't know anything about.
No, I know. Still.
I just always get excited because I think it's Nick Kroll, and then it's like, no, it's their coach.
All right, I'm going to do something stupid here. I can't believe this. Everybody
Not
tells
you, Paul. Paul, you got a good head on your shoulders. Don't do it. Come on. You're doing so well.
Jake, I need you, Jake. Jake the Snake. This is the best part of this year's show is Jake just comes in. Jake slides in like the analyst.
He does, but I'll tell you, fucking Andrew Themelis very quietly killing it. I'll tell you somebody else who's a beast, Nate Craig. Nate Craig goes, the Bears are a lock. He said that last night or whatever, 2 nights ago. 3 nights ago. Monday Night Football.
That's saying a lot. Jake, how are your Chargers health-wise, and are they mathematically eliminated?
Great questions. They're not mathematically eliminated, but they might as well be. They're nearing the end, and health-wise, not great. Not great either. But if Keenan Allen plays, that's the big injury to watch. That's
all right. No further questions. Paul's heard enough. Thank you.
No, Jake. That's what I needed. Thank you, buddy.
All right, no problem.
All he wanted to know is that they were healthy.
Jake, I love Jake. All right, you know what? I'm gonna take the Atlanta Falcons against the hapless New York Jets.
I looked at that game. I just don't know. Paul, who are the Falcons, huh? It's like some psycho chick that this thing 1 week. I like it, though. I like it.
They got to win by a field goal, dude. The Jets are on their third quarterback. They're slowly,
Oh, they benched that other kid?
Well, yeah, and, them showing Rodgers in a red jersey practicing. I mean, the guy had Achilles fucking thing of 3 months ago, man. He's not – he's not playing. So, gotta – I'll take that. Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons, man.
Falcons are a lock. Jets have no offense. That's coming from Themelis, right?
Yeah, it's coming from Themelis.
Oh, okay.
Listen, dude, if a third-string quarterback beats that pick...
he tried to help me. He said San Fran is healthy. The only thing people in San Francisco hate more than the rent is people who don't live there calling it San Fran. It's Frisco. That's how you order a cheesesteak like this. No one cares.
No, Themlis said he's still taking the Eagles. Look at that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take the Rams at home, -3.5 against the who knows what they're going to do, fucking Browns. I hate the 0.5, but Paul, you know what? I don't like myself either. So I kind of like that line. It reminds me of me.
I like that. We got a new one from the show. The 0.5 was a snake that the snake that bites.
A snake that keeps on biting.
All right. I like that. I was looking at the Rams Browns. That's another one that I just don't know. This week is
Hey, Paul, keep your eyes on your own paper, okay?
This week is wild. You know what, dude? No, it's 8.5. 8.5. How many picks do I have left? It's
that 0.5, Paul, takes out your knees. Dude, the amount of walks that I take, because I don't flip out in front of my kids. I just take a fucking walk. My neighbors got to think I'm crazy.
I don't watch the games. I watch my team play and whatever primetime game is on, and that's it. And then I look.
I thought I was the only one who did that.
No,
I don't. I went to the car show this week.
Bill, you know how I find out how my picks win? I look at the phone at the end of the night, and I watch my team play and whatever primetime games are on. I don't. This fucking NFL package, you got to be out of your mind to buy that. If I'm looking at 6 screens like a fucking cat with a laser, fuck that, dude.
I'll tell you what. I don't like that it's on fucking YouTube.
I don't either.
I just don't like, and you know what I don't like? I don't like that they fucking made me get DirecTV, and then when they switch to YouTube, they go, no, and then they start going like, oh, no dish hanging off the side of your house. It's like, you didn't fucking say that 10 goddamn years ago, did you? Well, did you?
All right, I got my pick. I just
You know what I hate about the NFL? Nobody picks up the phone over there. They're screening my calls every week when I whine.
They see the number. They go, dude, don't get that one. Dude, don't get that one. Don't get that one.
He's a terrible gambler, and he's going to blame us again. It's funny. He thinks it's fixed. There's literally 50 guys on both fucking sidelines. He thinks they're all involved, and they keep their mouths shut.
That field goal miss is he's taking it out on you. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody.
Andrew goes, he's asking about the prevent defense again. I mean, I can't. If you want to take the call, you take the call. What's he going to do? Talk about Deflategate again?
No, there's a phone line. There's a phone for everyone, but then the Bill Burr phone is red. The red one's blinking.
It just says, do not answer on top of it.
The red one's blinking, dude. No, the red one's blinking. Which kicker missed?
Hey, what else is new?
They're trying to
find most of these assholes just call Sunday night. This fucking jerk-off's calling us on a Tuesday.
I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. And the only rhyme or reason for this is because Mike Tomlin at home is just a winner. The line is under 6. So if they win the game by 6, I get the game. I don't really know what the Cardinals are doing. I don't think their coach is nearly as good as the Steelers coach, and the Steelers are home. That's my reasoning.
I always think that's a good reason. Good coaching, Paul, goes a long way.
A good coach
as does good parenting. You know?
Yeah.
Quality ingredients in your dish. Those are the 3 things. I'll stop there. And knowing what's important. Knowing what's important.
Yes.
And keeping your head covered.
Dude, the Bill Burr hotline is the funniest. The red phone buzzing is my favorite part of this episode. I can't hear you,
Andrew. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I was just thinking how funny it would be in a few years if they had AI and they just had a designated AI to handle the Bill Burr line. So it's just this fake person putting up all the talking points.
And they got the NFL red zone.
But the AI works so hard that they got to computers get hot, servers, they got to cool them down. The
I could wear one up.
So hot that they got to have a guy pour water on it. The Bill Burr AI bot works so
hard.
When
I call up customer service, by the end of it, I get the guy to admit that he's in India. I wear him down. The thing is, you don't curse, and you just keep saying that's not acceptable, and then they're just on the line with you.
It's like NASA in Houston, they're all in there, and the guy's looking at, and before every field goal, they're just looking at the phone like this.
Yeah.
All right,
rock paper scissors to see who's going to have their Sunday evening. I don't like this. I feel like people don't like me.
Who's next? Or are we done?
We got the Monday night special, brother.
Wait, did we pick 4 each?
Did you pick 4? Paul picked 4, right? You picked the Steelers. That was your last one.
We picked. Okay.
All right. So what's the Monday night special? Win some money for you. We did hit one.
We hit one.
We came so goddamn close to next week, and dude, this past week we should fucking last week our pick last week should just been like, I take full responsibility.
No.
We didn't get it done.
I told Themless I like when we lose it like that. I don't like when we lose it by one thing. I like just being wrong early.
Paul, you're the most positive guy I've ever met in my life.
Well, you know what?
Hey, if I'm going to fall down a flight of stairs, I want to hit every stair. If I don't have at least 5 broken bones, I don't feel like I got my money's worth.
I didn't get
it's
the
great.
full
I get to lay around. My wife makes me fucking soup.
All right,
positive Paulie.
We got the Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow going into Jacksonville against Goldilocks.
Oh yeah, the good-looking zombie.
That's a great one. The good-looking zombies. Great.
I don't know what to do. That fucking guy's a killer. Trevor Noah.
And he looked
Trevor
really
Lawrence.
Good. He looked really good last week.
Dude, he's a stud.
And they're on prime time. Think it's a blowout?
Dude, that guy could pick me up and the red phone that they don't answer at the NFL and fucking throw me to the other side of the globe. I like that guy. What's the spread?
8.5.
Dude, if there's one more fucking half, you fucking Vegas cunts, it's some little wormy prick out there, and he's got one of those little fucking pencils, Paul. Look at me when I'm talking to you. He's got one of those little fucking pencils without the erasers, because he never makes a mistake, Paul.
Yeah, but that
he keeps his job, Paul? He keeps his job? 0.5.
It won't hurt you with 8.
Paul, I got to tell you something. That's one of the things that I love about you. The level of confidence that you just said that with, it's like you already watched the game.
No, but it's a 0.8. It could be in the benefit because of 9. The number wise, 8's rough. When's the last time you saw a team win by 8?
Whenever a guy is bundled up as you is, starts talking with his shoulders, I just shut down. You're like, it's not gonna stupid fucking hoodie touching your hat.
No, come on, man. This is a nice soft one.
I'm not saying it's not nice, but the combination of the two. Do you have on mittens? Paul's wearing a onesie. All right, Paul. Paul's saying the 8.5's not going to hurt us. Who do I have to call at the NFL to get rid of that fucking 0.5?
We could take the Bengals if you want to take the Bengals.
I don't understand how you think the 0.5's not going to hurt us. You're looking at it like they're going to go 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and it's like not a factor.
Oh, Andrew says, yeah, ATN to rush for a touchdown. That's a good one because they give him the rock a lot.
All right. What about Joe Mixon?
Ooh.
I don't know, but you got to get down the field. The thing about this is, Paul, the Cincinnati Bengals have a really good defense, so I think they're going to hang with them for a half. And at that point, Trevor Lawrence, how about good-looking Paul Bunyan? How about that? The brownie fucking towel guy that looks like he knows where the weed spot is.
All right, so Trevor Lawrence.
We're going to figure out a nickname that isn't that long.
So how about this? Trevor Lawrence to throw one. ATN to rush one. And then what's the third?
Do you know what I kind of that we've been laying off of?
Go ahead. I like it. I like it already. I didn't
even say anything. We always go with the number one receiver. Now, these aren't great teams right now because of injuries or anything. Just keep this in your head, Paul. Next time there's a great defense playing a great offense, they're going to do the Belichick thing where they're going to take away their number one option. So next time we bet on a fucking receiver, we should probably go the number 2 receiver. Kind of woke up to that with the Kansas City game, even though Kelsey got one. That's just something to think about, Paul, but not on this game. I just wanted to waste time. Paul, I'm not going to lie to you. I can't name one player on either. Not one. Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Trevor Lawrence,
Jamar Chase,
Kiki Vandeweghe,
T. Higgins. Well, we don't have to pick the game. We can pick Lawrence to throw one, ATN to rush one, and then
what's the over under?
The over under is 39.
Everybody's going to take the over, Paul. Everybody's going to take that ball. But what about you, Paul? Paul, you're different. Paul, you stand out from the
that number's too good. I don't like it. I don't like it, dude.
Paul, you like it. You like the under. You want to be that guy. As the fans are walking out, you stand up on your seat and said, I took the under.
Oh, there you go.
Top of the stadium.
Oh, but that's only Andrew, that's only 1 point. You could tease it up 1 point. You could tease to 43. You want to do that and take the under?
Yes.
All right. Let's do that. Or the Jacksonville money line.
What does the money line even mean? I've only been gambling.
It means Jacksonville just needs to win. You don't get as good of
odds.
odds.
What are the fucking odds on that?
Right. You don't get the odd, but it's a part of it.
I would tease it before I do the money line. I want people to make some money here.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's do Trevor Lawrence to throw one.
How is my hand whiter than my head? They're both out in the same sun, right?
No, head gets more exposed. You got pockets. Money line.
It doesn't take it directly, but you think I'm walking around in my pockets, my hands in my fucking pockets? Do you know, I saw a guy one time, I was stopped at a red light and he was standing there with his hands in his pockets and I wanted to yell out, hey, get your hands out of your pockets. Or get your hands where I can see them, just to see if he would do it. It'd be funny if he starts taking, like, why the fuck am I listening to this bald idiot?
All right, we could do that. That's perfect timing. It's 1 o'clock. We're done. Let's do that. We'll do ATN to rush one, Trevor Lawrence to throw one, and we will tease the under over up to 43, and we will take the under. And then there you go. I think that's it. Just to give them some odds to make some money. How's that sound, Themless? Jake, good?
I like it. Oh, he said money line is a good fourth edition if you want to push it.
I mean, that just means.
You want to push it, Paul?
Because Jacksonville's going to win the game. It's Monday night. They're home.
I needed you to say it 3 times, like Beetlejuice, for me to believe it.
Jacksonville's going to win the game.
Okay, that's it. Fuck it.
Like,
we're taking the money line.
There's a chance it might not move the odds much, so we would leave it off if it actually.
What is this? The Hat Squad? You guys call each other, man?
It's like 60 degrees in here. Yeah, we could take a look at it, but yeah, we could add that in as a fourth if it
does something for the odds. Let's just add it on because we all think Jacksonville anyway. All right, guys, that is the show. Those are our picks for week number lucky 13. And download the BetMGM app as always. Use bonus code Burr, BURR. Deposit your $10 deposit, and you can get back $1,500 back, regardless of your regardless of the outcome of the first wager. So, bet responsibly. Have some fun this weekend. Don't
take it out on your wife.
Enjoy the Christmas music. Have a holly. Jay fucking missed it. Spilling the eggnog.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. What the fuck are they doing? Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Holy night. If he's not fired next week, I'm done.
Look at his face. We're going to win with that guy?
All right, everybody. Enjoy this week's game.
Throw the fucking ball.
We'll see you next week. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.